Good afternoon, everyone. Scott Poole with the American Ghost Project. We are doing a live review of the footage that we caught Sunday evening. I started reviewing this earlier today because it's a rainy day outside and I have a ton of review. Happy June, everybody. I have a ton of footage to review and a few things to say about this past weekend. This past weekend in Cairo, Illinois was quite possibly one of the most exciting and revealing and possibly one of our best breakthrough investigations as a team. And personally, as an individual paranormal investigator, I connected. If you missed the live over Memorial Day weekend, I connected with a spirit named David, who is Chris's brother. Chris is the property owner of the house in Cairo that we did investigate on Friday evening, or excuse me, Saturday evening. We had 3 nights of investigations in Cairo this past weekend. And I have it paused on Logan's rear end. Sorry about that, Logan. It's not very nice of me. We will get to that footage in a little bit because I'm still feeling the after effects of that evening. Normally, whenever I come home from an investigation, I can relax and decel and just kind of, burn some sage and neutralize the energy around me if that's what I need to do. Saturday evening after the investigation at Chris and Robert's house in Cairo, Illinois, I was not able to do that. Of course, be watchful and mindful what you ask for, because I told David not to break the connection with me, but I also told him not to come home with me, but I believe that he did. Regardless, this young man, I felt like he was in the room with me. I would shut my eyes and reopen them, and I couldn't focus. So let's get right into the footage, because it doesn't take very long for us to start capturing electronic voice phenomena. So this is actually Sunday evening, and we're about to walk in. Tanner is with us. I've already done the intro. Connor's right there. Nothing happens out here until we start walking inside. All right, St. Mary. Here we are again. None of us here wish you any harm. Tanner's with us. Logan, Connor, Karen. Of course, myself, Scott Poole.
And 22 of our Facebook fans.
Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Give me a second. Kill all flashlights except for the library. Karen, just stay here. Just give me a second.
Okay.
So you can hear Moose talking to Connor in the background. I want you to pay attention to that audio, first of all, because I asked them to be quiet, and believe me, when as the lead on the team, if I ask folks to be quiet, they usually are. So just pay attention to what happens after this. Kill all flashlights except for the library. Karen, just stay here. Just give me a second.
Okay.
You guys try to keep it down as much as you can. I've been really foggy since last night, and I'm starting to get. I've been really foggy since last night, and I'm starting to get a headache. There's a lot of dust flying around, but I want you guys to pay attention to the light anomaly that will pop up and then the voice after it, which is pretty awesome. Now this, I don't know who is saying this. I have marked this as an unknown voice. It does have a waveform, so it's possible it's a real person. But what it's saying is, do you know where they want us to go? It doesn't sound like Tanner. It doesn't sound like Moose. And I don't believe that Connor would actually blurt this out. And of course, this being a masculine or a male voice, I don't believe it was Karen because she's holding the live rig. But listen to this. This is just an interesting piece of footage right here. Because I know it's not me. I wouldn't yell that down the hallway. Do they know where they want us to go? Do you know where they want us to go? That actually sounds like me. Now, keep in mind, I have my GoPro on. Hey, let's do this. I've got the GoPro footage. Let's see if we can... That's in current projects, Cairo footage, 530 GoPro. I don't know which one this is going to be, so give me a moment.
Related any nails around Charleston, Bertrand?
Yeah.
That's earlier in the day. That's that part. What I'm trying to do right now is just corroborate what we just heard. And then start streaming. There's Karen. No, that's the... We're using the big one. So that's behind the scenes stuff there.
I didn't point it at you. It's turning the screen blue.
We're going live, right? As much as you can. None of us here. None of us here. So that's the chest. Hey,
all
Chief.
right, St. Mary's. Here we are again.
I love that GoPro. The way it...
None of us here wish you any harm. Tanner's with us. Logan, Connor, Karen, and of course myself, Scott Poole.
And 22 of our Facebook fans.
Thank you guys for watching and tuning in.
Missed you this weekend, Marty. That's a what? Oh, that's me. That's some amazing stuff happened, dude.
Give me a second.
Just making me want to go back to the hospital again.
Kill all flashlights except for the live rig. Karen, just stay here. Just give me a second. You guys try to keep it down as much as you can. I need to. I've been really foggy since last night, and I'm starting to get a headache.
That was true. Very true.
I need to know where they want us to go.
Okay, so that was me. That unknown voice. I just confirmed it. I need to know where they want us to go. Let me edit this and delete it. And I love why didn't it wait. Okay, so whatever, this one, guys, right here. What are we doing? Unknown voice. Delete. Thank you. Okay. So that is me. I need to know where they want us to go. That's all good, man. It's all good. So here is where you're going to see a light anomaly. There's a lot of dust flying around, but there's one in particular right here. It flies right in front of the screen, right as a voice pops up. And I think this is interesting, to say the least. So dust doesn't usually do that, by the way. It doesn't like curve around and go around people. So that's one of the voices that we just caught. Like, we just walked in the building. I love it. We just walk in the building, and what I think it's saying is, come and chase us. Come and chase us. And here's that light. Look at this light anomaly. It doesn't come out of the door. I'll clarify that. It's up here. So it'd be cool if it came out of the door and be like, hey, it came out of the door and then went right. But it doesn't. It comes up from top of the frame right there. There it is. Where my mouse cursor is. Curves down, darts to the right, in front of the camera. Let me zoom in on this so you guys get a better idea of what we're looking at. Because this, guys, is not dust. This is what we call a light anomaly. Some kind of apparition. And we were seeing them left and right in the hospital with our own eyes that evening. And see how it's not a bug, doesn't have... You can see dust in the same frame. and how dust operates. It doesn't do that. It doesn't curve around like this. It's almost like it was going down the hallway. It was going down the hallway, saw me and was like, nope, come and chase us. Come and chase us. Which is interesting. Come and chase us. That's a voice too. I just couldn't clean it up. Some of the voices are just what happened. It kind of sounds like what happened. I mean, it's so hard. Almost sounds like someone dropped something. So I just kind of ignored at least that one. Looked like another one right behind it shoots off to the right. Okay, let me look at that. You know you're writing in all caps, Marty? I mean, it's cool if you want to, because I can really see the text. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's just so many dust, so much dust and light anomalies flying around. I can't tell what's what. I can't. It's so... For whatever reason, this evening in particular, and we've shot a lot of footage in the hospital, and it's rarely been like this. Let me turn the main part of this audio up, because I don't think it's loud enough. No, it's not. Stop. What? Oh, jeez. I mean, seriously. Come on. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Dust doesn't do that. Dust doesn't come around the corner. Look at this beautiful thing. Come around the corner, see you, get brighter, spin around, and then duck under the camera. I mean, that's got a mind of its own, right there. This is just beautiful. The light anomalies that we are capturing this evening are amazing. And I can't wait to show you the one I caught on the second part. I'd rather go to the second part, but I just started at the beginning. Pushes toward camera. And I need to make that white, because that white stands for a light anomaly. And why is that one gray? Oh, it's behind it. Okay. There's Moose and Tanner. Connor's over there shooting.
10-4. Third floor.
Yeah, I mean, I clarified this during the live. It's not like I got a message from the other side to go to the third floor. I just made a decision. I wasn't connecting with anything.
I'm not getting anything, but I feel like third floor is where we should start.
Yeah. That was someone's radio. Yeah.
You guys good with us starting on the third floor?
Our radios make those sounds, just so you guys know. That's not anything paranormal.
Yeah.
What was that?
You guys good with us starting on the third floor?
Ooh, there's like a low bass sound there.
You guys good with us starting on the third floor? Yeah.
That could be a car. What was that? Oh, we got some stuff going on here. That's Tanner. I gotta go back there. I never got to the third floor or the basement. Yeah, okay. We're gonna go back, man. It's gonna happen. Especially based on the fact that the evidence that we caught on the second part is gonna absolutely blow everyone's minds. It is just insane. That's a complete sentence. I don't know what they're saying yet. We're about to find out. Come on, work with me here. Okay. Let's just make it a little bit louder. Again, y'all hear what I'm hearing now? That's all I did was just make it louder. Huh? What in the world am I hearing? All right, let's denoise this just a little. I don't know what I'm listening to. I don't. Okay. Oh. I don't know how to describe this to somebody. What I'm hearing. What is this? It just sounds like someone making noises at us. This hospital was so playful the other night. It was just crazy. Okay, so here's the original.
What?
You guys have any guesses as to what this is? I'm listening. I am lost in the sauce on this one. I don't know what I'm hearing. But we go straight to the third floor.
What?
Wait, did I say what?
What?
Sounded like.
What? Oh, I heard it. And then there's an answer. This is so much fun. Like there's an answer? I mean, it's like a horror movie. Gosh. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and write the directors and producers for the next Conjuring movie whenever they come out with it. I know they got a new one coming out on Friday, and let them know that I've got actual sound effects they can use of real spirits for their movie, because I don't know what the heck this is.
What?
Yeah, because I actually think I heard, I believe, because I said what, so I had to have heard the beginning part of that, right? Stay out.
Sounded like.
What was that? Yeah, don't do that. I'm sorry, man, but don't do that. Not in here.
He's saying it's him. He said that was him, but he's not making those noises. That's not what we heard.
Sound like a kid.
It did. And then we just talked about going to the third floor. So.
Yeah, the third floor.
So was that? I wonder if that was Connor. We could confirm these sounds. Okay, so we can confirm those sounds if I can find... Which camera was he using? Let me think here. I don't know which camera he was using, unfortunately. See that with your own eyes. He might have been using this silver camera.
Sounds like they're banging stuff, dude.
That was Tanner's camera, because he was not recording until we got upstairs, unfortunately. And this is, I don't know whose camera that is, because there's no sound. Oh, wonderful. So we won't be able to confirm that because he's not recording sound. We gotta make sure that we're recording sound, fellas. Absolutely have to remember what we're recording sound.
What was that? Yeah, kid.
It did. And then we just talked about going to the third floor. So
Yeah, the third floor is
the nursery.
the nursery. Where's Logan?
He had to run to get the millimeter.
I still don't think that was Connor. Man, I love the stabilizer.
Oh, Aaron, if
Yes.
you, while we're walking,
Yes.
hit the trigger and lock it, it'll lock on.
The front trigger?
Yeah, it'll lock on and it'll even stabilize it more.
Gotcha.
Just unlock it when we walk upstairs or whatever.
She's really great with the that piece of equipment, the new piece of equipment that we have. And I'm actually, for those that are interested, I'm not wearing my normal boots. I'm wearing my Oakley issued Army boots, and I had forgotten how comfortable those are. They are amazing. Now we're not using the normal microphone, so you're going to hear the camera operator's breath and breathing sounds, unfortunately. There's not a whole lot we can do about that because the iPhone and both the Samsung phones that we use, they have stereo microphones. They'll record both behind the camera and in front of it, so you're going to hear the camera operator's breath. Sorry about that, guys. What I can do is I can grab that audio and just kill it completely so that doesn't happen again.
Sorry.
Oh, I really, really enjoy investigating there. What was that? That's someone saying Jesus. And that is not me. It's not creepy at all, right? No, not creepy? Huh. I don't even need to put it through a noise filter. You guys can hear that all day long. Jeez. So that's a pretty clear voice. That's not me. I can confirm that's not me. I don't sound like that.
Fireworks. No. You sure? Yeah.
It's gunfire. And we're hearing actual gunfire. Remember, we're in Cairo, and this is nothing against Caroans or Carites or however you guys, the Southern Illinois people. I have nothing against Cairo or the people that live there. That either sounded like real gunfire, and it's a pretty wide open area. There may be areas in Cairo, especially with the river right there. They could have been shooting across the river, and you know how sound will carry across a river or across a large body of water really easy. It didn't actually sound like it was in the city.
Fireworks. No. You sure? Yeah.
That's not fire. That's gunshots. That's a gunfire again.
gunfire. It sounded like gunfire to me. Well, Logan's got the spirit box. You got his portal. Yeah, all the stuff we need to. We need to.
Here's a voice. Just another one. I don't know what this is saying. Let's figure it out. He's in here. He's in here. I don't know how much clearer that can be. He's in here. That's awesome.
Hey, buddy.
What is that? What is this right here on this window? As she starts to turn the camera, there is a light that comes on in the window. Look at that. What in the world? I mean, there's the same kind of light right there, so it could be a reflection. Let's just call it a reflection.
Hi, Ashley.
Where are you going back there?
Lots of dust flying around. Tons of dust.
Wait, where's the? Read my mind. I'm sorry. That's the wife shop. She's home.
See, it's not even dark outside. That's what's crazy. It doesn't even matter what time of day that you go in this hospital. It doesn't have to be dark. I don't believe that in the spirit world that they necessarily know what time of day it is. I don't believe that time exists in that dimension, if you will. I don't think that it matters. I mean, do you really think it matters what time of day it is to a spirit? Now, when it comes to a repetitive and or residual haunting, such as hearing screams when there was a murder that took place, I believe that numerology comes into that, and numerology would be, of course, the study of numbers and how they associate with the paranormal field. And that would definitely play into the time of death we're playing over and over again. And we have heard of cases where you can sit and say the axe murder house. I believe it's in Illinois, Valeska, Illinois. I think I'd have to look that up. Somebody look that up for me that's watching. The Valeska axe murder house. There are times there was a strange man that went into this family's home and murdered everyone in the home, including the 2 or 3 little girls that were staying that evening that were friends of the family. It's an awful, awful atrocity and murder that happened probably around 100 years ago, probably in the 20s or 30s. I don't know exactly when it happened, but I know it did happen. And I do know that at certain times you can hear the screams of those being killed, as if it's replaying over and over again. I am going to mark where we're at. I am not going to stop editing, but I want to mark where we're at because I am more interested in showing you all the second part of this that I'd already started looking at earlier. See how I'd already started looking at it, because there is some really, really neat footage. Now we're in the ambulance. There's the inside of the ambulance. Blah, 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 blah. Me talking, being silly. I go in by myself. And believe it or not, nothing happens. The whole time. Let's just go back. I guess let's just go back and watch that footage where I go in by myself and re-review it. I'd like to see if I can take this and put it in an Adobe Audition real quick and see if I can clean up the audio. It's not going to let me. So I go in by myself. Let's see. At this point, I have got Logan's iPhone.
Hello.
11 or 12. He's got a really nice iPhone. It's like the Max or Pro. It's got 3 cameras, so it's really nice. Does a really, really wonderful job at shooting and
Oh, I guess I'm the only one in here. So.
You can hear them
It's
outside.
me. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I hear you.
And just keep in mind, I may be replying to people that are watching the live.
All right,
at this
who's in
point.
here with me? See, Facebook, I'm by myself.
That hospital is completely different when you're by yourself, I assure you.
Make a sound for me, let me know you're here. It's just me. Poke your head out somewhere, let me know you're here. So I can run out like a little girl. I won't do that.
I'll run out like a middle-aged man screaming for his life.
Eventually I'll get the hang out of this thing.
So that piece of equipment we have now is a stabilizer from DJI. It's an OM4 that actually has a little joystick control on it that'll allow us to move the camera, or in this case, the phone around. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than what we had.
Why not, right? I guess I'm not by myself. You guys are with me. So if something happens, let me know. Let my wife know I loved her. Tell my children I loved them. Oh, let's drop the spirit box.
Yeah, I'm holding the spirit box and a speaker, I think, or a digital. Actually, not a spirit box. I'm holding the digital audio recorder. We did a digital audio recorder session review earlier. Caught some voices, some really neat voices. I need to get that footage off that digital audio recorder.
By yourself.
So of course I'm drawn down to this northern hallway. It's almost as if the building doesn't want to scare me. That's literally how I felt. Like I was waiting for something to happen. And listen, I have said this before, and I came to the realization on Sunday or Monday evening, that why should I be afraid of doctors and nurses and healthcare staff if they're still in the building? Why would I be afraid of people that spent their whole lives? For the most part, there are some bad nurses and bad doctors out there, that's true. But for the most part, most of them spent their entire lives in the service of others and trying to help their fellow man. Why would I be afraid of them? I shouldn't be. So I just decided not to be. They were human at one point. They were alive. They had fears and doubts, and they loved people. They had people that loved them. They had friends. They had stuff they liked to do outside of the hospital. So there's no reason to be afraid. And a lot of people look at this and are like, how could you go in there?
I'm hearing footsteps, guys.
Because I want answers. I want to know why.
Somebody up here with me?
If there are spirits still in this hospital, why are they lingering? Why is this continuing to happen? I understand that it's God's design and, you know, that's just kind of creepy looking. Let's just be honest. I mean, what am I looking at here? I mean, I know it's debris, but it's one of those like creepy shots. Like I should just take a photo of that, like a still of that and just, yep, that's creepy. And I know I'm not here to question God's design.
I go in here and set that.
And if they're here and they're part of the energy of this place, it's not my place to question God's plan. I'm merely just a speck of dust on this planet.
It's just me.
It's just dust. Just dust. Just dust flying around. Looks like more dust. Yeah. Well, Jolie, you're joining. What I did is I skipped ahead to the later portion of it. We're gonna do this in a series, if you will. So I'll broadcast up until about 22 more minutes. Hey Angie, I'll broadcast up to an hour each time that we broadcast to keep the videos shorter in length. But then when I come back, we're gonna be reviewing footage from Saturday evening. So we're gonna kind of take a look at the weekend in reverse. We're starting out looking at footage from Sunday, and then we'll look at footage from Saturday, and then when I come back again for hour 3, we'll be looking at footage from Friday, and so on and so forth. But I wanted to cover, or maybe I'll come back to this, because there is some really, really, like, there's a light anomaly that you're about to see that I cannot explain. I can't wait to show you.
Can you
all.
sing for me?
I really, really wish I'd captured someone singing.
I've heard you sing before.
I
You have
have.
a lovely voice.
It's a woman. We captured it live on Facebook the other night. And you can hear the guys coming up the stairs. Yeah, they're coming up the stairs.
Hey. Oh, she's different by yourself, guys. She's different by yourself. You're right. She is. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel any negativity or.
Well, you remember.
For those interested, that necklace did not cost very much. It's on a hematite website. So that's hematite, or however you pronounce that, tiger eye and agate. I thought it was agate, but it's pronounced agate. And that those stones themselves, hey Marla, are all about balance. They're balancing stones. And not only is it a good looking necklace, in my opinion, it helps me center myself on these investigations. And I'm not wearing it now. I should be, but I usually wear it every day. And the good news is they're stones, so it's not metal. Even a cheaper stone necklace won't, leave marks on your neck or anything like that. So there's a reason why I wear what I wear, just in case you guys are wondering.
You remember that time I told you I wanted to get the crap scared out of me? I did.
Well, I mean, you got your wish.
But now,
I want to see or hear a door slam or something thrown.
What's ironic are there's only a few doors. There are only a few doors intact in the entire building, and most of them are in the basement. One of them has a sign on it that says, "Please keep door closed," which is ironic. Man, in case you guys are wondering, there's Connor. Just in case you guys are wondering why the camera is so much smoother and it's not so Blair Witchy like it has been. We got a DJI OM4. Okay, so there's a voice there that I caught on the initial review. I can't tell what it's saying. Oh, I've got an idea. Where's Karen? Now remember, this is the second part of that evening. Karen had been there earlier. So I find it interesting that the voice that we capture when we go back upstairs is, "Where's Karen?" From our donors, the donors that... And then there's a really, really neat light anomaly right there that comes out of that door frame. The donors that send us... Logan's shoulder. But there is a lot of dust, so I mean, it could be just dust. OM4. Where's Karen? From our donors. OM4. From our donors. OM4. From our donors that obviously that donate money. We use that to purchase equipment. It goes to a good cause. And if you look it up, it's a DJI. They make drones, they make stabilizers, professional equipment. Okay, so I marked this on the actual timeline, right? Pay close attention to right here on the frame. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Go to 200%. Right over Logan's, or excuse me, Moose's right shoulder, right here. I'll go frame by frame. Actually, I'll play this normal. Amateur for equipment. That. It's not a camera flash. It is not. It's not from his flashlight. Let me move this. See if we can dive into this a little bit and slow it down. Speed duration 50. And just turn the audio down so it doesn't sound ridiculous. There it is. I mean, even if it was this flashlight, why would it be reflecting back there? That's what's really odd. Yeah, they missed you. And again, why is it blue? Look at this. I wish I could zoom in further so we could dissect this even more. And then it just dissipates. Dissipates? Look at that. Oh. Let me move this down just a little further. And then go to speed duration 25. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. I'm a goober. Speed duration 25%. Oh goodness, now I'm seeing. Okay, so check this out. This thing actually starts. It comes out of his ear. Look at this right here. It's right here. It's on his shoulder right now. It's. Sorry, Logan, you've got an anomaly coming out of your ear. Okay, where there it is, right there. Right there, right. It's starting to form. Right here. There it is. It's moving. There it is. Starting to come off his shoulder. Look. It's still there. It's right there. Let me see if I can change the color so you guys can see this better. Let me see. Let me see if I can change the color. Go to monochrome. Kodak. by Adobe. Nope. Monochrome Kodak 5218. Wow. But you see how it's right here? Look how it comes out of his ear. There it is. Y'all like my sound effects? Logan, I'm sorry, buddy. But I can't explain this one. What? So now I know for sure this is not a reflection off of a lens. You guys aren't saying anything. Angie's like, it's hitching a ride on his shoulder. You guys are really quiet today. I'm showing you guys some amazing footage, and I'm not getting any feedback. Where's my feedback? This is insane. Insanity. Okay. All right. There it is. There it is, folks. I don't know what I'm looking at. So I will copy this one more time. Paste. And then we'll go to That's cool. Jolie. Somebody give him feedback before he cuts the stream. He feels left out. No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to go to... No, that's not it. That is not it. I need to go back to editing. Hey, where's... Oh, it's over here. Why am I in color? Graphics. I'll lose my mom. It's all good, Jolie. Effects. You. What's happening? Why can't I? Why can't I edit this? Where's my? Give me a second, guys. All of my effects controls. Yeah, it was like hidden. Why you hide from me, man? Wait. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in. We're going to bam, bam, bam. What in the world? Why is it? Make Logan really, really fat. Right? That's what we want to do? Is that what we want to do? No, it's not what we want to do. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, does it? So you understand the strangeness when that happens to me in Photoshop. It happens to me in Adobe After Effects, Premiere Pro. I go to look for something. I'm like, where are my tools? Like, I feel like I'm in my shed behind my house. Like, this is my computer. This is supposed to be way more organized than my shed in my house, at my house. So, I mean, believe me, just ask my wife. I was like, yep. Your shed is awful. That's another project for another time. One day. One day before I leave this planet, I will fix... Look at this thing. Oh, cool. It sounds like a helicopter. I don't know what that sound was. It was really creepy. Really creepy. Amateur equipment. And this is super awesome. Stabilizer. Wow. Oh, wow. Interesting. That's just dust flying around, guys. Don't freak out. I can actually see it. It's just dust. And I could actually hold the trigger and lock in like this. No, it won't lock on you because
Look,
I'm doing
Look,
it.
it's
It has to be in it has to be in the app. But I
Logan's
mean,
like
I'm
break
locked
dancing.
on him right Really, now. Jolie? What radio station do you broadcast for? I miss my time in radio. I don't have any. I've lost all those connections. I did a little radio with NPR at KSPR in Springfield back when I was in college. And I mean, feels like it was 150 years ago. KDEX and Dexter. Feels like it was 150 years ago. But I do miss my time in radio because of the equipment that you use, the mics, just the mixers, all the equipment. I miss all of it. I don't even know if any radio stations around here are hiring. I don't even know what I would do. So it's pretty smooth. Just give you guys the weather report.
I know.
Yeah, I hear you. Why are you investigating in moccasins? Okay, right. Those aren't
They're the
moccasins.
most comfortable one.
Facebook, you tell me if those are moccasins?
Yeah, those are moccasins.
House slippers.
Hey, they're comfortable. Leave me alone.
I could give you guys a paranormal report.
Still for just a second.
Paranormal encounters. It's just dust
It's
flying.
just the three of us
everywhere.
now.
Look at all this dust. Everywhere.
Still, Logan, please.
You've been radio. Oh, you've been in radio your whole life and working here for 33 years. So you know radio. Good deal.
Can you make us stop?
Well, this microphone that I use now, I do a lot of things unconventionally, like grabbing the radio, the microphone itself. That's one of my bad habits, but it's an Audio-Technica mic. I can't remember the exact model number, but it's an XLR going into I've got a Focusrite 212 Red Scarlet. Audio interface. I like my audio interface. It's nice and simple for this setup.
A sound to let us know that you're here.
Be careful if we ever do guest investigations at this hospital. Be very careful what you ask for. And don't just blurt out questions, because they will answer. And they may answer in a way that you aren't prepared to either hear or experience. So the hospital is very active for the 9 that are watching. And I appreciate you guys watching. The tail end of this, I'm going to end with this light anomaly, and I will begin the next piece of footage with the same light anomaly. So at least folks that stayed with me and stayed true to the American Ghost Project and watched the entire hour that we have been broadcasting, you all will get a little treat at the end. And of course, the ones that are coming back on, and when I take a little break and come back on, we'll get the same treat.
I mean, I could make this flashlight brighter.
Love that flashlight, by the way. I will, if people are interested in the gear that we use, that is $100 tactical flashlight from, give me a moment. I can't think of the name of the company, but it's a USB-C style. That's the oval style connector, USB-C. It's a rechargeable flashlight. You just plug it into any USB-C connected device, either a computer or any kind of charger, whatever the case may be, and it charges for you. And it's just, I mean, it's bright. You'll blind people with that flashlight. Like I said, I'm also a bounty hunter slash fugitive recovery specialist or agent with the state of Missouri, and registered in the state of Missouri, of course, as a bondsman as well. So when we have runners or people that are federal fugitives that are escaping from the law, or state fugitives, we use our gear. And I just thought, might as well bring the best flashlight handheld that I have, right?
Like daytime.
So
So you drove by the hospital on Saturday and told your husband I wanted to go and investigate it. He said he would drop me off. Jolie, reach out to us and let's talk privately if you don't mind. Let's figure out, I want to get your personal opinion on, now let's just ask, there's 10 people watching. How much would you all pay to come and be a guest investigator with us for a couple hours, maybe 4 hours? How much would you pay for 8 hours? Toss that around in your head a little bit. Of course, they're going to cost more because we absorbed all of the cost of the equipment, correct? But you'll be able to utilize our cameras, our gear, our investigative gear. Make sure that you bring a flashlight, and no, the flashlight on your phone is not a flashlight. That is a flash. Not to be considered a flashlight, even though you think that they're bright. They are not bright enough to do what we do in the dark. What does your tat say? Don't tread on me. What the heck?
It's weird.
Sorry, I had to mute my microphone. I was coughing. I could feel it coming. So what I've done here is there was some whispering here, which was strange. Don't tread on me. So Chandra Zafra was asking about Moose's tattoo. And that's not Moose whispering. But did you notice this? Well, no, that's nothing.
It's weird.
What the heck?
It's weird.
What the heck? Did you see it that time? I'm alive. I don't have the corona. This. Good grief, my allergies. Let me collect myself here. Y'all see this strange anomaly on the left-hand side of your screen? Do not adjust your screen. This was captured by the phone. I do not know what this is. I do not have an explanation. All that I can tell you is that it's there. It's part of the footage. It has not been added in any way whatsoever. However, let me see if I can debunk it. I'd love to be able to debunk this because it's so straight, but it has this weird little. Oh, you definitely heard a growl, Jolie. There were growls that we caught left and right there. See, there it is again. I can't debunk this. I mean, it's up here. Starts up there. Now, we are shooting that camera, all the cameras that we use. Actually, not all of them. The phones that we use for the live broadcast shoot in 60 frames per second. I'm hoping that's what Facebook's settings are. That's what the camera's settings are at. Sword. It's falling, though. I mean, don't tell me this is a droplet of water. That's not what they look like on screen. I don't know what this is. I wish I could tell somebody. I could screenshot this and somebody would go, oh, he's photoshopped whatever this is. You know, that's something they've made up. I mean, it's perfectly white. Well, it's got a little bit of a darker core to it. Let me zoom in some more. We're at the hour mark, but I'm gonna dissect this a little bit more. So it's a little transparent down here. It's got some color variations, kind of like the rainbow. That's what it looks like. It's kind of like the rainbow. You got red here, orange, yellow. I hope you all can see that. White, and then a little blue halo-ish color there. And it looks like there's something spiraling around it right here, curving around it. A cross in the wall in blue. Hey Karen, can you type more question marks? Because I don't know if you're asking a question or not. There's like seven question marks. Is that necessary? I don't understand. Where's the cross? We'll get back to the cross in blue. On the wall in blue. We'll get back to that in just a second. What is this though? What am I looking at here? I don't. And see the frame before, it's gone, but it's up there. There it is right there. So it's starting. So let's do the math. We're shooting in 60 frames per second. So 1 frame, 2 frames, 3. Gone. Someone do the math. What are we looking at? What are you asking? Cross in blue. You mean this? This thing? Is that what you're talking about? I'm sorry if I don't know what you're... Let me look. I don't know what you're looking at. I can zoom in on what I think you're looking at. That just looks like a piece of tape. It does look like a cross, though, from the distance. From a distance. I love breaking down this footage, though. I mean...
What the heck?
And what's crazy is I think I saw it. Because I even said, what the heck?
That's weird.
And see, there's a voice with this anomaly. There's a voice right there. Heard you. Purge. Karen. Purge. How many times have I asked the spirits that all they have to do is just purge themselves of earthly possessions in order to cleanse their spirit and move on to heaven? That is something that we believe as Catholics, and that I believe that you all should believe as Christians in general. It does say in the Bible that, I'm not saying that all Christians believe in purgatory, because it is not in the Bible. This is true, that the word purgatory is not in the Bible, but it does say that we need to cleanse our spirits and purge ourselves of earthly possessions and have a cleansed and purified spirit before we enter into heaven. With that understanding, if we're holding on to something, whether it be a place, an occupation, or whatever identified you on earth with whatever your physical body and your spiritual body, whenever they were together, and whatever you identified as. And see, when I pass, I just want to wisp away. I don't want to stay around. Now, if I get the opportunity to, mark my words. Thank you, Karen. Mark my words now. If I get the opportunity to, say I die tomorrow. We don't know what's happened. We don't know what this world... We don't know when our lights are going to go out. We don't know when God's going to take us home. But I trust in his plan as a Christian, as a Catholic Christian. I trust in his plan, and I won't second guess it. That being said, I could die tomorrow. If I do, and I have the opportunity to prove to others that life exists on the other side, I will do whatever I can in my power that I'm allowed to do to continue the pursuit to prove that life exists after death.
What the heck?
That's weird. That's weird.
That's a voice right there.
That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird.
Dong. I mean, that's a metallic sound. By the way, that was not heard on the live. Here's the original audio. Listen to this. Do you hear the dong? Here is just enhanced audio. All it is the same clip enhanced. The afterlife is real. I have friends who have experienced it. Sounds like it's written. Okay, thank you, Karen. Let's see. There's something else after it, though. I hear something else.
That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird.
I mean, listen to that dong. That sounds... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. That sounds metallic. That sounds like someone grabbing a pipe and hitting another pipe. That long... You got a long pipe. Let's just say you have a long pipe in like a hallway or like a... Just imagine one of those copper pipes or... those old copper pipes, the big ones, and then hitting it with a smaller pipe and what that sound would sound like. Dong. That's what it's... That's...
What the
Heard
heck?
you. Heard you. No, that's purge. Purge.
What the heck?
It's working.
That's weird.
There's something else. I promise you there is something else in this audio that you may not be able to hear on your end.
That's weird.
Es suertes. Es suertes? Is this Spanish? Anybody that speaks Spanish?
That's weird. That's weird.
Okay, that's right here. That voice is right there.
That's weird. That's weird.
Es suertes.
That's weird. That's weird.
Okay, I've cleaned it up as much as I can. Let me slow it down just a little bit, maybe just a few percentage points, because it's not like super fast. Okay, there it is again for the fourth time. It's not Spanish. I appreciate it. You tuning in on the Twitch side. I appreciate you helping as much as you can, because I can't make heads or tails. I mean, you can hear the voice. That's true. There's a voice there. I don't know what they're saying. So let me slow it down just a little bit. I don't know, maybe 10%. That may be too much.
That's weird. That's weird.
It's where it is.
That's weird.
Dong. You know, it sounds like someone's watching the Gong Show. Y'all remember the Gong Show from like the 60s? I mean, I know I'm dating myself. I watched reruns. I was born in the 70s. I was born in 77. And yeah, I know I'm a lot older than some of the people that may be tuning in from Twitch. And I appreciate you all tuning in from Twitch, because we don't have a whole lot of viewers on that side. And please come over to the Facebook side and give us a follow and a like and all that jazz. That would really be awesome. It sounds like the actual gong from the Gong Show.
That's weird.
Dong. Purge. That even sounds even better slowed down. It's amazing. It really is.
What the heck?
No, ma'am. No, Karen is no longer with us. She's left for the evening. She just got back from. Now, this right here is just a piece of dust. This looks like a light anomaly, like right off the bat. Like I saw it and I was like, holy cow. Like I saw this live. And what I'm saying, Jolie Barber, is I know that there are going to be people that are watching the show and watching what we do and that are older than me, older than 43. I'll be 44 this month. But a lot of our viewers that come over from the Twitch side of the house and possibly YouTube are of the younger generation. Not a lot of the younger generation are on Facebook. I've actually spoken to a fair amount of 18, 19, 20-year-olds that don't even know how to use Facebook because they're not on it. Yeah. This is just a piece of dust. I really wish I could say this is a light anomaly, but it's not. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark this footage right where we're at and add a marker and edit and make it magenta and end review. So this is going to end this first portion of our review. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I've been going for a little over an hour. I want to keep these videos a little bit shorter, a little bit more condensed in content so that the younger audience and or folks that don't want to watch a 2 or 3 hour video, I totally understand that. So an hour at a time, give it a chance to upload to those 3 services, both Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So we have reviewed Sunday evening's footage, or at least the first part of Sunday evening's footage. I'll take a small break. We'll be right back. We'll review Saturday evening's footage from Chris and Robert's home that they are renovating. And I know some people are going to be asking, what's the history of the home? We don't have any history on it whatsoever. And I don't think that it really makes much difference because the spirits that are there are the ones that have followed them there, possibly. There may be another one there that was unique to the home. But this is Scott Poole with the American Ghost Project. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you go over to Facebook, subscribe, or hit that sponsor button. It's only $5 a month. Head on over to YouTube, if you would, and hit that subscribe button. That part is free. The more subscribers that we get on YouTube and or Twitch, the more followers that we get on Twitch, the faster we'll be able to broadcast live on those other 2 services. Again, once again, I thank you guys for watching this first portion of today's live review. This is Scott Poole reminding you that what you fear, we will find. Thank you for watching.